One of the many great things about going off the grid for us is you rely on nature and rain in our case in particular. Without it, we don't have water. Water is life. And we've been pretty dry lately, but it's been a great rainy evening. Cuddled on our side porch.
Yeah.
We're loving it. So whatever the worries are, whenever we see rain, we're reminded that we'll be okay.
Yeah.
The sights and sounds of morning. Wow, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Look at it, all that you've done.
Starting to come together.
Yeah.
Continue painting and organizing things and make the place look like we want it to look. Because there's a saying that I've been watching, it's been trendy, that I don't decorate for other people. I decorate my home for myself. And that's what we're doing.
Our Trinitarias are blooming, lining the fence of what used to be the Ark, where we would a hotel for dogs. It's still, we haven't got to trimming any of this. It's still a jungle, and as we do trim them, they will be flowering. We have pink, red, orange, white combinations of them all along the fence, and when we keep them trimmed, in part because they like sun so much, and in part because trimming kind of stimulates the flower growth, we have these beautiful, very vibrant, very sun-loving flowers lining the fence of the Ark going down. Beautiful plants.
Un compañero de gimnasio nos dio coco.
Wow.
Hola, aquí estamos en la inauguración del Museo de los Próceres de Cabo Rojo. Vamos a tener una actividad y Zuli Díaz estará cantando boleros.
Dama had a wonderful art exhibition here a number of years ago.
2017,
Good memories.
before Hurricane Maria.
Thanks to Dama's hard work yesterday, we were able to use those big leaves from these pretty flower plants that blew over with high wind gusts not too long ago as kind of the next layer next to kind of where our tree trunk branch wall meets the ground, and we have cardboard underlying that. And again, we want to form something that keeps the weeds out while these begin to grow and create their own environment, and get my shadow out of the way, and at the same time direct the water, rain, towards the bananas and plantains, using all stuff that will break down and contribute positively to the soil. Dama's been doing all the painting on the house, so I better help her out a little bit. So I'm going to work on this back wall. This is the wall where it gets the brunt of the weather, generally speaking.
Estamos en la inauguración del el Museo de los Próceres de Cabo Rojo. Ahora mismo estamos en una de las salas viendo el arte de uno de los artistas puertorriqueños que tiene una exposición artística.
And while we're over here, let's check on our pineapple. Oh, look at it. Boy, it looks like a full-fledged pineapple. It'll about triple in size if it's given enough water, and get very sweet, and then it'll just twist right off when it's ready to come off. View from our back porch. Playa Bouillet is looking pretty tempting. Look at that water.
Making it look the way we want it.
And
And that's usually is not the way the rest of the world does things.
look at your artwork that you presented this week. This is one of my favorites that Dama did of me on Playa Bouillet. And then this is my sole attempt at oil painting. Looks good against those blue walls. Plants hanging. Looking great, dear.
I like that one because it reminds me of it.
Hey, I remember an incredible exposition in this room. Everybody's waking up.
Y aquí está Jack granando gandules. Verde y seco.
Sherlock.
Tiene un potecito de los verdes y un potecito de los secos.
Evening joy. I harvest them in the morning. We're finally able to kind of get to our gandul plants. And then in the evening, I lay here, and for however long it takes, half hour, I go through. And I'm using this for compost to put around all of the plants we're planting down all around the house.
And here's
So,
Kiko.
they're usually not this
Kiko.
dark and brown, but since we weren't here, they just hung, and so we have a lot. And because of that, there's a lot in here that the worms got to and things like that. But hey, the joy is getting one little gandul out of it. Another beautiful sunset from our porch. Remember, all those glasses were thrown away, we found in a garbage bag. Looking great.
Here we have our kitties, Fully, our kitties, Watson, and there's some cows. Watson, Watson. And here is Bubbles, a little girl. And here is Kiko, Kiko, Kiko. And Fully, a Fully. Get Fully girl. What a Fully girl. Fully. She's really soft. She's really soft. Fully. And Watson Kiki. She gets mad. She gets mad, Bubble. And Fully gets mad.
Been getting spectacular sunrises. And we'll get some of those planted in Bubbles' house as well.
Y aquí está Jack pintando. Esta parte de atrás de la casa está bien sedienta porque le da mucho el sol. Vamos a tener que hacer unas cuantas manos.
And the one side we've never painted.
Nunca ha estado pintada, hay que darle duro. ¡Vamos! ¡Mira, boba! ¡Mírala! ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace, bobo? ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace esta changuita?
So next we're going to cover this whole wall and green leaves and cardboard with a pretty thick layer of grass. And then after that, we will just add whatever leaves and twigs and things like that, table scraps that we have to kind of build this up. So as the organic matter, as it rains, it'll wash not just the water down towards the plantains and bananas, but also nutrients from up top. And our kind of three-dimensional base that we're building around our plantains and bananas will catch that and not let it just run on down the cliff. So good step in our project. We have a busy day today outside of the house, so I wanted to get this done before we left. I've always loved this painting. Sherlock! I'm going crazy with the rain.
Let him see it.
Ma che lluvia!
Con su mejor color y al viento las campanas dirán que ya eres mía. Locas las fontanas nos contarán su amor. Y un rayo misterioso ha unido en tu pelo. Luciérnagas curiosas que verán, eres mi consuelo. Muchas gracias.
One of the many things I love about Puerto Rico is the sounds of life. And in the morning, everybody's waking up. You hear roosters, you hear frogs and insects. And people with passion.
Gracias por compartir su tiempo con nosotros, con Jack y Dama. Si les gusta nuestro canal y les interesan nuestras aventuras, por favor suscríbanse, denle like a los videos y pueden compartir con las demás personas para que vean nuestras aventuras en Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico.